All right, you guys, welcome in. It is Monday. It is August the 4th. It's 12:30 p.m. I'm at the planetary hour of Venus, and currently moon at 17 degrees and 21 minutes of the moon Sag. All right, let's see what's going on in the energy overall. I see the Two of Swords flying out. There could be some sort of indecision here. There's this energy of feeling to get prepared for some sort of separation. I'm not sure what this is all about. All right. It almost like feels like something's being forced in your energy for whatever reason. All right. And then it looks like there's a switch up of plans. I've got the Empress out here, the Three of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Two of Swords. All right. So there's something about Aries and Libra energy here in opposition. This has to do with self-opposing relationships. All right. And why something is either being slowed down, delayed. All right. And where you're being asked to be cautious. That's what it looks like, to be cautious. I see the Lovers, the Knight of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. All right. Why does love feel like it's slowing down? Something connected to Gemini's energy specifically as well. The ending of some sort of cycle here with the King of Pentacles. Right? It feels like a sudden change overall in connection to whoever this Emperor energy is. The Nine of Cups. I don't know. Something feels like someone's wish fulfillment. It's coming through with Nine of Wands to the Ten of Wands. All right, heavy with the Sagittarius' moon here. It's almost like if you want some sort of optimistic journey moving forward. All right. There's something being withheld or held back for whatever that may be. I see Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy heavy here. Some sort of betrayal coming to the light. All right. I don't know if this has to do with your relationship. All right. And how there seems to be some sort of boundary here with moving forward. Accomplishing some sort of goal that seems to be your wish fulfillment. But it's surrounded by nothing but deception or strategy going up against the devil. The devil can be many different things. Some sort of codependency. It could be someone being their ego. Or wanting control of something. I don't know. But I'm seeing on the other side of that, having some sort of celebration with the home. All right. If you're on some sort of spiritual journey here, and where you are tapped in with the energy of the High Priestess and the Hermit, I see Virgo and Pisces in opposition. All right, so this has to do with your passion, though. I don't understand what this is. Could be something about business going on here and how things are meant to be reciprocated once you come back into reconciling with someone here. Again, it feels stressful to be able to come through and make the offer. Some sort of regret here in connection to family. What's the Hierophant, the Magician, the Knight of Wands, and the Ace of Cups? Someone was trying to come through and quickly manifest love. All right, before bringing something into balance in connection to the workplace. Or whatever type of things that you're collaborating here with. But there could be a lot of gossip going around right now about your independence, about how you've been in balance, keeping things in your path specifically successful. All right. And it has a lot to do with your emotional state overall. There's something about seeing past secrets and clarifying, bringing the truth to a situation and how something's going to come through and be offered. Some sort of old acquaintance from the past, or having some sort of nostalgic memories about the past in connection to something being in the public eye with the soulmate. But that's part of your destiny. It's part of your future. All right, so I see a lot of restriction here. I see a lot of gossip. I see a lot of people watching. All right, lots of swords. It could be a lot of communication about something and how it ended. All right, and having on the other end of that some sort of way to be able to work it out and communicate about it. All right. There's someone here rejected on this new journey as well, dealing with some sort of controversy about what was said or what was exposed or how to defend and protect themselves from some sort of massive ending. It's almost like if you choose to go invest with someone, whether it be about work or about love, it kind of feels like there needs to be some sort of healing before things come back into place. All right. Let's get into the Sabian symbols to see what this is all speaking about here. 1 second. Let's see what's going on. So at the 18th degree of Sagittarius, we are looking at tiny children in sunbonnets. Sabian symbol. Whether from earthly or psychic forces, we must defend ourselves against energy, limiting our exposure to excitement. It says that which is not essential within us is always subject to the perils of nature. We live ever on the edge of death and disorder. Society, through its laws and cultural norms, and parents, through their authority and concern, tend to want to protect the individual, especially the child, from the dangers of too much exposure. Such protection, it is itself a danger if taken too far, because some will succumb to its comfort and others will rebel incautiously against its constraints. All right. So there definitely seems to be some sort of authority in the energy about coming back together with someone from the past. I like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, Chosen. She's always catching the synchronicities for me. I appreciate that. All right, so there is a sense of innocence in the energy. Involvement in life is a joyful, routine experience with occasional bursts of excitement. I see a baby child. All right. We have now, it looks like because we're at the planetary hour of Venus in Cancer at the 6th degree. I'm just curious what this is. Cancer at the 6th degree. Speaks about a game of birds feathering their nests. All right, accepting the ruthlessness of nature, however spiritual and compassionate we are, we have to face the cruel imperative that something has to die out, that we may live as potential to expand through ruthless self-honesty. Okay. So if it has to do with love, there could be some sort of ruthlessness in the energy. All right. Maybe there is a lot of people gossiping about something. It says the social aspect of stabilizing our identity, of course, has to do with interaction between all of the various aspects of being alive. At its most basic level, one group feeds another to create a food chain. So we give life and nurture to certain plants and domesticated animals so that we can later eat them. Very often in life, we serve and are served and then are served up. On some level, we are all eaten, or we are all eating and then eat in. So something's a cycle here. All right, so maybe something's closing out. It says, by carefully feathering our own nest, we help build the community. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Welcome in, you guys. The 6 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, the 6 of Swords, and the Page of Swords. However, something's coming into balance here. All right, it kind of feels like how you're dealing with some sort of conflict and how you're moving on from that, and other people watching, all right, how things are happening around whatever this sense of balance is. What is this? I don't know if someone's trying to come in and manifest this Empress, or is it manipulation, because it's next to the Knight of Swords. This would be like ruthlessness in communication. All right, so I don't know if this is about manipulating someone's character here or someone's lover. I don't think it's going to act, it's not going to be like that for long. It doesn't feel that way because this definitely involves some sort of soulmate here. All right. Maybe someone's watching whatever is being gossiped about, okay? Or whatever the conflict may be about. There could be some sort of travels. It could be definitely in connection to moving into calmer shores after something is reciprocated. I see definitely rest and rejuvenation and healing taking place, and whoever it is that seems to be carrying the overload, all right, of the responsibility right now. Maybe there's a situation from the past that needs to be looked into, and why someone experienced delays and or some sort of loss as well. All right, why someone emotionally withdrew from a situation. Children could be involved. All right, if there was some sort of independence surrounding those children, how someone was publicly viewed as well, or how things were displayed to be. That seems a little weird. It's almost like why someone is experiencing so many delays now but was very victorious in the past is what it looks like. Oh, this could have been part of like a work environment in connection to the big betrayal that was taking place, and why things were delayed because there was some sort of restriction there. I'm hearing laws, so I don't know if this is the court thing that's been coming up a lot in the reading. I have a lot of the kings here. I got King of Wands, King of Pentacles, King of Swords all coming out together in connection to the cycle ending because of this devil. There could have been some sort of corruption in connection to men in general. All right, doing something assertive, and where the other person, I would imagine a female energy, would have been delayed. All right, so yeah, it feels kind of like some sort of corruption involving the separation of a relationship or a job or something like this. Okay. So whoever was having parts in this now in the energy of regret and apologize, so that this energy on the other end for the feminine would be a little bit more successful, coming away from so much of the conflict and the instability here, and being offered something brand new after dealing with a lot of stress in the work environment. It's like you get, again, heavy on the passion and heavy on the communication overall. Two brand new beginnings here. Yeah, I'm seeing that. It feels like a lot of imprisonment, a lot of burden, a lot of boundaries overall. And it could be connected to someone's emotional state and where they needed to take a step back, whatever that may have been, to head after their desires with their long term, whether it's with family or work, or creating something that was meant to be put into the public eye in connection to one's happiness. It would have been very direct, and where the decision would have been made, where previously there was some sort of secrets or illusion surrounding someone's investment. I'm seeing 777 here. 7 of Wands, 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. All right. Sevens. Lots of twos as well. It's almost like the strength of this person would have been tested, whether that would have been in the home environment, in someone's connection in marriage, or just wanting to see someone's, like, again, someone's character being kind of like watched here. All right, and if there was some sort of distortions of this person's character, it's like that's not how it ended up coming out. It's like this person's actually in alignment, but could have been emotionally withdrawn because of things that were being kept hidden and how they were being blocked from moving forward in their happiness. Okay, I think that's pretty much a clear message there. All right, so whoever's on whatever end, whether it's the masculine or the feminine, it looks like the feminine's character was more so being distorted. All right. Let's see what's coming out in the Light Seers Tarot. As I split the deck, the Chariot and the Queen of Wands. So there's something successful here in connection to fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sag. Heavy on the Sun. So Sun is at 13 degrees of Leo. I think we spoke about this last night in the trine over to the Moon in Sag. 1 second. Yes, I was speaking about peaceful contemplation and the lesson and the messages of life that are complex as we gain much from reflection and assimilation. All right, so there was something that was reflected. It feels more so to the masculine on behalf of the feminine's energy. Yes, the Sun and the Moon, and how there needed to be some sort of balance brought in. All right. That's exactly what I'm feeling here. Okay, making some sort of progress in connection to one's marriage or the children, or celebrating something surrounding the home environment as well. All right. Let's see. Seeing from the 3 of Wands to the 4 of Wands, so it's definitely some sort of progress, and where again things come back into balance. There's something about fairness here. Something about fairness. The Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Okay. So I definitely see leadership. I see the sense of groundedness. I see value. All right, so something in the energy is shifting here is what it feels like. Something is shifting. Someone might have been able to stand up and say what needed to be said. All right. And part of their brand new beginning. What was that? The Queen of Wands popping out again, but I see the Queen of Swords here, and where someone was very direct about how they were meant to be seen. All right. This would have been, let's just say there's two different signs that are more so not compatible, because I'm seeing the King of Wands come out with the Queen of Pentacles. This would be like the King of Wands being seen as the leader and the woman remaining in a situation where there needed to be some sort of balance, whether it's a contract, a relationship, if it is a business, love, partnership, something like that. There was some sort of conflict surrounding the person, and the feminine then turning cold and kind of wanting to speak directly about whatever it may have been. All right. So I'm seeing it being very much successful with the feminine energy coming out as the Queen of Wands and saying this is where I choose to remain in control of my own journey or something like that. All right. The Eight of Wands with the Page of Cups and the Tower. It would be like an unexpected apology coming through and being communicated so that both people bring things in as fairness. Yeah, because something was more so slowed down and or delayed. All right, there could have been where if you were planting seeds with something, it's almost like what choice are you going to make moving forward? Are you emotionally withdrawing, or you are going to continue to invest here? Could have been some sort of indecisiveness about a relationship overall. All right, it could have been that children are involved as well. Some sort of rejection here and a lover coming through, but that person was more so keeping something a secret and or being strategic and moving forward in this relationship. What was the secret all about? Let's find out. Something about leaving home, traveling, and separating from I don't know who. Oh, that's what was being put in the public eye. So if someone was receiving some sort of opportunity and offering for them to leave home because they were heartbroken, this is what was exposed. All right. So it was almost that was being kept a secret. Then family could have more so gotten involved in the plan of stressing someone out or bringing depression or anxiety into someone's mental energy. That person went into defense mode. Okay. So yeah, it had a lot to do with what was meant to be kept a secret, or the options that were available at that time. All right, in order to protect and or defend whatever the plan was. All right. So it looks like work is going to be the focus overall here with the Eight of Pentacles to the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Pentacles, Judgment says you continue to move forward, ascending in the direction in where you are already set. The love from the past, that one stays on hold for a minute until things are reciprocated. It doesn't feel like one person's in love, the other person is more so left out in the cold. All right. I don't know if money is involved when someone is in love with someone, but if it's not reciprocated, then that can connect to some sort of manipulation and ending a situation and then having to grieve and heal from that separation as well. All right. The Hangman here with the Empress energy. This could have made the Empress energy want to take a step back overall. All right. That's what it feels like. Welcome in, you guys. Seven of Cups, the Hangman, the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Swords. And somebody's watching in on how everything is changing because of the secrets that were being kept or, you know, haven't been revealed yet. All right, someone's watching in on this whole situation. Whose energy is this? It's coming through as a Pisces. This would be someone that you're truly passionate about, that you have some sort of intellectual connection with. This is the same person that wants you to head out on a journey with them. That's the person wanting to come in and apologize. They want to see you have the strength with ending something that you do in collaboration with someone else that's been causing you stress in connection to that soulmate. But you have to make the choice. All right, you're going to gain clarity from whoever the Emperor is very soon if you choose to make that option. It looks like you've already accomplished something and you're moving forward as well. But there still seems to be some sort of attachment to communicating about burdens from the past. All right, I like this. I have the Empress here with the Star and Temperance. It just kind of means that there's a lot of healing going on. There's a lot of balance coming in. There's a lot of creation. So having the choice to walk away from what is being communicated and not wanting to deal with that anymore is what brings in your emotional contentment. All right. but there seems to always be that sense of boundary there, and where you're not feeling forced to go deal with anybody. You kind of have like this bubble around you where you choose to invest in yourself or invest with someone that you feel emotionally is available and or is going to come through and protect and provide for you. There could be the lack of something in a relationship, whether that's love, whether that's communication, whether that be resources, whatever it may be. It looks like the feminine is consistently being the one to take a step back and really have to withdraw from situations to try to understand where they're going to be choosing moving forward. I'm going to pull from Wisdom of the Oracle now. What is involved in this love situation? Heavy in the emotions in order to bring things into balance and allow it to be fair. To the sea, to be fair, and a thinker. So it has a lot to do with the way that something is being clarified. I don't know if this is just in the mind state or the emotional state. I keep seeing that water and air. All right, something requires balance here, and it's like the truth has to be told in connection to what's meant to come in and what's fated, so that you can start co-creating whatever that is. This has been coming out overall with who it is that you have a true soulmate connection to. Ouch. That's what it feels like. It's like, who do you really love? All right, who do you consistently think about? Who's on your mind or in your heart? Okay. I'm hearing the song again. Silence the noise in my mind and open up the eyes of my heart. All right. Let's see what this is. There seems to be a wake-up call in connection to your emotional state and how you know that the truth needs to be told there. You're receiving some sort of signal or warning about this energy. And it's like, in order for this to be fair, you have to be in alignment with truly fated for you here. That's how you be conveying your emotions here. I don't know if you're painting or shaping some sort of future for yourself. All right, because what you think is what you co-create. Yeah, and it has a lot to do with the connections of your passion, whatever you have interest in. So this has a lot to do with, I'm hearing, manifestation. All right, if you've gone through some sort of heartbreak, breakup, betrayal, something like that, that's always going to stick with your energy. It's always going to be with you. All right. You got the cooperation card here. It says acceptance, listening, teamwork, or win-win. This could be the person on the other end trying to come in and reconcile, thinking that it will work out. Will it? If you're receiving the warnings about this wake-up call here, and truth be told about your emotions, is it you were on the other end where you feel? Is it part of your destiny? It's a question. Again, it's a decision. It's almost like you don't want to chase this person. You want to seek out other opportunities. Or that's the way that you're telling yourself or shaping your future, thinking that this is the only way that something's going to be fair because of what's fated already, what took place. So it could be that you're just focusing more so on mental relaxation and then being in this energy of holiness right now, remaining pure and not too much connected, whether that's in the mental or in the, you know, in the heart space. It could definitely feel that someone should be focusing more so on their resources or on their passion or whatever it is that brings in a sense of abundance. That came out heavy in last night's reading as well. So you're being more so flexible with your passion right now and putting more things on display. All right. So if you consistently do something and the energy is asking for a shift, it's like you take a step back for a moment in order for you to come back and see how you really feel with the situation. Give yourself time to reflect on the energy. Yes. All right. So that you can understand where that turning point is going to go. I like it. It's almost like this is the Wheel of Fortune time right now. It's like, this is how you're going to run into your destiny. You're going to allow yourself to feel what you feel, think what you think, and whatever feels right, you go with that. Whatever makes you feel more balanced. So something's definitely going to start fading out. All right. There could definitely be you going in the direction of what you feel, you know, you have faith in. And in the middle of all that, you're still being in this very generous energy and giving with an open heart. So the more you focus on your mental relaxation and your health, the more pure you feel, the more that you can decline anything that feels resisted from the past or what's not part of your destiny. But the truth be told says to follow your faith and be a little bit more flexible in what you're going to be co-creating by what you think. You feel that there is a masculine energy that is leading you in the wrong direction, or feeling there's some sort of cheating or concealment. You're going to appreciate why this person did this. Why is that? It's almost like breaking something that may have felt frozen or cursed. All right, because that's going to help you once you overcome the healing or the repair that has to be within your emotional state, is what it feels like. It's the way that you have to give on a previous plan in love and seeing something in a different perspective, because something was heading in the wrong direction anyway. It was causing some sort of destruction or some sort of sudden disaster that you didn't see coming. All right, but your intuition is telling you that it's coming. All right, it's so that you can come into alignment here with things that are meant to be declined from your energy, so that you remain once again in balance. You could remain ambitious in the right direction. That's what it feels like. All right, so you might be moving forward independently. I see the solo card here. All right, yeah. It would be like that would be your better result if you were moving into an energy just remaining seen as a leader, all right, lone hero. That would be more so of how you can practice what it is that you quote unquote preach, okay? Like if you're solo in this, you're fine. You'll be able to run into your soulmate. It's almost like it'll be delivered directly to you from spirit, because this will be part of you reinventing yourself and having some sort of brand new beginning and celebrating on the other side of what you've experienced and how you've overcome and healed. All right, especially in connection to family. All right. So behind soulmates, I see loyal hearts and no place like home. All right, so maybe this is something that you've been going through on your journey overall, but you noticing that a soulmate connection, someone that is loyal to you, or having a home environment is the most significant, but that seems to be a fork in the road right now, where if there's nothing moving forward, then it's stopping you from coming to the edge. All right, and taking a leap of faith in the direction where you're going to be receiving a leg up in order for you to clean something up in your life. Someone is watching in on your emotional state and how it is that you're imagining what you want to create. Something you already feel like it is not for you, but time is clicking because your destiny is like right around the corner. If you continuously deal with the chaos and conflict and hide what all seems to be all glitters but not gold, all right, then it stops you from your true love, and it's like you in a repeated pattern, and stopping you from receiving some sort of abundance and where you should be at your very best right now. Instead of being at your very best, you feel orphaned. Okay, you feel like there is no exchange of gifts here. You're not receiving as much as you're putting into a relationship. All right, so it's stopping the energy of you remaining in love with whatever it is that you do, part of your hobby, in your love life, you know, with your partner, or even in the workplace. It's like you don't feel reciprocated. You don't want to be there. It doesn't feel right. All right. Let's move on. Let's see what's going on here. We got the tea leaf cards here. Short journey is coming out with the horse. Happiness and well-being with the sun. All right, paying attention to your finances. A marriage, either romantically and or in business, coming about. Situations that require careful handling in connection to that short journey. In connection to your happiness, you feel that you need a solid foundation. You have to have a lot of success with effort there. Paying attention to your finances, specifically with May being here towards Gemini, wherever those placements are in your chart. All right, if you're creating something in which is a project for you, it could involve some sort of communication as well with Gemini's energy. New job, new career, in connection with this older man here. Let's check out May. All right, vacation. Solid foundation, success with effort, opportunities and or windfalls coming your way, situations that require careful handling. It looks like here too much concern with sexual matters. Right, so I don't know if this seems to be part of the gossip and what's coming about. You being on a short journey. Are you actually happy? Are you being well taken care of? Do you have the finances that you need? Is this a marriage that you're stepping into, or are you being divorced from this situation? Are you too consistently involved with sexual matters? Are you receiving the solid foundation that you need, or do you need a new opportunity coming in? All right, if your resources are being affected, if the communication is off, if you have difficulty with Gemini's energy traveling or getting around, the new job, new career that comes through is offered by this older man. All right, let's see. It's coming through with July and Lobster with the financial pinch. So July could have been a tough month for you to overcome with difficulties and resources. This is because you were getting together with friends since back in June. So June and July could have been tough months for you, where money should have been coming to you is what it's saying. All right, so it looks like you're definitely not on the right path here, and that's why it's saying to pay attention to your finances. All right, stepping into some sort of new experience overall. Says you're highly thought of. So someone sees you as definitely value and wealth. All right, they know you are worth whatever it is that you are not experiencing is what you need to have some sort of change with here. Stepping into this new experience, I see you doing something risky or taking a chance. So it's like, again, taking a leap of faith in that direction. You being highly thought of here, it's because you have some sort of psychic ability. You need to be able to trust that intuition and what you're feeling in connection to your wealth. You have marriage. So I don't know if you feel like the person that you are married to is meant to provide you your wealth, or whatever it is that you're committed to for work is meant to bring you in some sort of wealth here. But your advice from the friend is that there's good news coming in, especially with romance in the air. That's why I keep feeling like whoever you're involved with in your career as well as love, everything is supposed to come together so that you can live this happier life. You don't have a solid opportunity isn't there. Your sex life could be off at this time, and it feels like the new job, new offer from this older man that comes in connects you with you receiving the vacation that you need or some sort of relief from stress. And where in June and July there was a lot of financial pinches, now making you feel like you have to focus on your financial state, which shouldn't be a worry. All right, it shouldn't be a worry. I'm just going to clarify the energy of the wealth and marriage, what this energy is, or where it's heading in connection to what your intuition is telling you. Show me this marriage and wealth card here. Giving up on a previous plan and embracing some sort of change here. You'll be appreciating that on the other side. So does that have a lot to do with coming into connection with this older man? Yes, that's part of your desire. All right, it seems to be a fantasy for you. Why is that? All right, someone could be on the other side of town. Someone's nowhere near you, or you feel used or strategized and manipulated when it comes to that situation, but you're very courageous. Why do you feel manipulated? Let me just take this out here. You feel like you're being forced to do so. I just saw the surrender card. It's part of your process. You have to go back and deal with some sort of situation here in connection to that older man. That older man has something to do with giving up on a plan and embracing some sort of change here. All right. I don't feel that this person is anywhere near you, though. It's like you're part of a process here, overcoming some sort of manipulation of how you were used or strategized against. It's been blocking your resources. That's why. And it's been like you've been trying to remain flexible. June and July being very significant. I see the sun. I feel like the sun throughout the entire summertime could have been like a burden for you. Carrying the heaviest burden. All right, and somebody feels that you were too concerned with sexual